All right, shalom, shalom. First off and foremost, as always, I want to say, call La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor being to the elder apostles of great millstone that do rule and teach well. And the shalom to you, Akim out there that's pushing this truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. So this lesson is going to be titled The Home Stretch, okay? We're at the home stretch, and as you can see, measuring the time diligently, that there's really, only a few prophecies left, which is the prophecy of the MLTB becoming mandatory, Jacob's trouble, World War III, and the which is going to be ultimately the destruction of Babylon, and also too the return of Yahweh Shai, and the elect, being delivered. Okay, so we're living in the home stretch. We are living in the last days of the last days. Okay, and since I mentioned it, let's snag this real quick. Measuring the time diligently. Okay, because as prophets, that's our job. To warn the sheep and feed the sheep. So that way, the believers can be updated. So this is 2 Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1, and it says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself." And how do we measure that? By keeping up on prophecy, by going on articles, looking up articles and searching articles, as far as prophetic signs go, or should I say prophetic events. Okay, and also watching, the elder, the elders, the apostles, keeping up with their lessons, and just constantly, being that watchman. Okay, because we're living in very beautiful times, and us as watchmen, we have to be equipped, to stay in our post, to keep our watch. That way we can feed the sheep and warn the sheep, right? And it says, "And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." And then guess what? The Lord's doing that. Okay, you just had a hurricane out there in the Caribbeans, out there in Jamaica. It was Hurricane Beryl, and Lord's will, those birds out there are, fine, which I believe they are fine, because the Lord, is protecting, his men. Okay, so the Lord definitely, visiting the earth, earthquakes, upwards of the people. Okay, and what you're going to say right here, verse 3, and it says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning," right? Because the end was declared before the beginning. And all these things that we're seeing, in these prophetic times, is things that were ultimately meant to happen. Because why? Because it's prophecy. Okay, and that's one thing too, dealing with prophecy. Prophecy ultimately is reality. Okay, it's reality that's waiting to happen. Okay, people are so caught up in the American dream, in the this bubble here in Babylon, that they don't think that nothing can pop, their bubble, that they have in Babylon. Okay, but people are soon going to get, caught off guard by a prophecy. And real quick, that's why it says this. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, excuse me, 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." And why is that? Because we know the times that we're living in. Okay, us brothers, you few sisters. Okay, we know the times that we're living in. We are aware of the times that that we're living in. The times of prophecy. Okay, and it says, verse 2, "For your souls know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." You see, and just like the scriptures say, no man knows the hour or day, not even the angels, The only one that knows the return of Yahweh Shai is the Most High Yahweh, because he knows this is his movie. Okay, but just like how a thief comes in that night into a house, guess what? Okay, that's going to be how Yahweh Shai is going to return. It's going to catch people off guard. All right, but because a thief, a thief is not going to come to the front door and knock on your door at night and say, hey, I'm going to come and rob you. No, he's going to do it, when you least expect it. Okay, and that's how, the return of Yahweh Shai is going to be. Okay, just like how the movie Independence Day with Will Smith, it was in NYC. You had people just doing, their daily things. He had people playing basketball. The cops out there being cops. Until those clouds cracked and they seen that father ship, okay, that great mountain. All right. Verse 3, and it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, right? Because right now, Babylon, America is, is functioning. You can still go out. You can still go out to restaurants. You can still do this and that. You can still, enjoy the festivities here in Babylon. So people, they're fully engulfed in Babylon. They're not thinking about the end of the world, right? So it says peace and safety. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? Because once that woman, once her water breaks, and once, that child, once she goes into labor, ain't no turning back. Okay, once that woman is in travail with child, hey, it's gonna catch her off guard, and she got to go, through that labor. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be, when privacy, catch people off guard. Okay, when shit's the fan, it's gonna catch them off guard. Okay, just like how a pregnant woman, sometimes her water breaking could be unexpected. Okay, so we got that. All right, now, like I said, his lesson is titled, we at the home stretch, so we have to keep pushing, right? Now, that's why it says this. 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58, okay? Because us knowing the prophecies, us knowing, that we live in the last days, us knowing that we must endure. Okay, I'm gonna get this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 58, and it says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unimmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And that's true. Okay, because the work that we do, is not in vain, because we are doing something great in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now, according to the world, what we're doing may not seem important, okay, because what we're doing is greater than what any man on this earth has ever accomplished, okay, because we're doing the work of of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and us doing His work is us working out on our salvation, with fear and trembling, because ultimately the works that we do, they're gonna follow us. Okay, so we have to remain steadfast and remain what's the word? We have to persevere, through through the spiritual battle, through everything, the ups and downs, and continue to be steadfast and serve Yahweh Shema Shai. Because why? Because the works that we do is not in vain. Okay, we are at the home stretch, and like I said in the beginning of this lesson, there's only a few more prophecies left, meaning that there's only a few more, prophetic events left until we are delivered, until we are in the kingdom. Okay, because Yahweh Shai said this. All right, it's in the book of Matthew. Actually, let's type this in right here. This is, let's see here. Let's see. Yep, this is the book of Matthew 24 and I'll start at verse 32. And it says, now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth the leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. Right. Just like, spring is nigh when you start to see the flowers bloom, right? Verse 33, and it says, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, right? What things? The prophecies, the signs, right? Wars and rumors of war, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places, right? It says, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Okay, and that's true. Meaning what? Meaning that meaning that we are living in the time of the end, and these prophecies are soon going to be fulfilled. Okay, Yahushua just said it. He said, know that it is near, even at the doors. Okay, so we're living in the end days. Okay, everything is right at the door. Okay, and people here in Babylon, they can't see that because they're living in La La Land. Because why? Because the scriptures say that this is the careless city. All they care about is, bread and circus, who got drafted to what team, nothing but distractions here in Babylon, man, because they've been blinded by the God of this world, by Esau Edom, by the elites, they want to keep the people, especially here in Babylon, they want to keep the people here, dumbed down, stupid, not knowing what's going on, completely oblivious, but that's why it says that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, because we know what's Esau up to. All right. But the rest of the people out here, they are through. They are living in the dark. And that's why, they're going to get caught off guard by prophecy. That's why, sudden destruction is going to come upon them, as Chevel coming upon a woman with child. Okay. This is Habakkuk 2 and I'll start at verse 1, and it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me. And like I was saying earlier in the lesson, us being watchmen, for watchmen, being watchmen for the sheep by being set up by Yahweh Shema Shai as watchmen. All right, watching out for the prophecies, right? And feeding the sheep to let them know what's going on. Okay. Because you have a lot of wicked Israelite camps out here, wicked Israelite leaders, okay, that are not warning the sheep, that's not warning the congregation of the things that's about to come upon the earth, okay, perilous times that we're living in. And it says, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And we're living in that appointed time. Okay, we're living in the end. Okay, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Meaning, when it says it shall speak, it means that it's going to be manifest, that it's going to come to pass. Okay, because soon the prophecies are going to start coming from off the pages, unto real life. Okay, because we read it, but soon it's going to be from us reading it to us seeing it. Okay, so at the end it shall speak, it means it's going to happen, and not lie, meaning that it's going to come to pass. Right, the Lord is a man that he should not lie, because everything was declared from the beginning. Okay, the end was declared from the beginning. So this is all has been set up by the Lord. Okay. And it says, though it tarry, wait for it, right? Because, hey, we got to have patience. We got to suffer here in captivity while, trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai and waiting, waiting on his green light, waiting on the will of the Lord. Okay. It says, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right. So it's not gonna just be that long. you know, because things are speeding up. Because when you go to the book of Matthew, it says that the Lord has shortened the days for the for the elect's sake. So these days are speeding up, man. Okay, this week has just flown by quick. All right, so that's a good thing that every day that goes by is a day closer to the kingdom, a day closer to prophecy being fulfilled. Okay, but us knowing that, like I said, we have to continue to endure, continue to see it through, because we are at the home stretch. Okay, and that's why it says this real quick. This is the book of, let's see here. Which one is that? Yep, this is the book of Second Timothy 3 and 2 and verse 3, and it says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. Now, real quick, let's go into that word endure. Okay.
Strong's G 2553. Carcapatheo.
Kapatheo. Okay, now word for endure means to suffer. Okay, evils, hardships, troubles, to be afflicted. Okay, to endure affliction. Okay, and the root word is really, it says the same thing. So we have to endure, things while being here in captivity. Endure hardships. Endure, the bumpy road. And it's truth, because it's truth. It's bittersweet. When you first come into truth, it's sweet. You find out that you're an Israelite. Then you realize, that you gotta, be here in captivity. And then that bitter starts to kick in. Then, as you increase in knowledge, like the scriptures say, he that increases, knowledge increases in sorrow. So, it's gonna get real bitter, but we have to continue to endure the spiritual war. Continue to, put our burdens upon, the Lord, so that way we may, be able to endure, this, this suffering. The word patience goes into the word suffering. Okay, so us being patient here in captivity, enduring hardships, as a good soldier of Yahushua, a spiritual soldier. Okay, we are suffering. Okay, but guess what? That's a good thing, because in this truth, guess what? You have to suffer. Okay, because we are suffering now to receive glory later. We have put the world behind our backs to serve Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and that's what a lot of Jakes on this side, they don't want to do. They rather serve the world, and not serve Yahweh Shema Shai. And they want to have fun now, but guess what? You're gonna get judged later. So I would rather suffer now, to have that glory later. Okay, that's what it's all about, man. Because we are not attached to this world. Okay, we are not of this world. Okay, the Lord Yahushua has pulled us out of this world, man. Okay, so that's why we are serving the Lord with all fear, faith, and sincerity. Okay. Now this is the book of Matthew. Excuse me, not Matthew. Revelation, actually. 3 and verse, let's see, 11. This is Revelation 3 and verse 11, and it says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. Right? So, we are at the home stretch. So how I just said, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take that crown. And what do you have? What's that crown? It's truth. Don't let no man take this from you. And like I always say, that man starting off, is you, because we are in a spiritual war. And the spirit and the flesh is two different things, so they're always going to be contrary to one another. But we have to fight. Of course, through Yahweh Shem Shai, to do our best to walk in the spirit, so that way we may not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Now of course it's easier said than done, but hey, it's something that has to be done. It's something that we must do. Okay, so we can allow the flesh, a woman, a family members, the world to get in the way of our salvation. Okay, because we are at the final home stretch, and things are happening, man. Okay, and by the time we know it, we're going to be in the kingdom. Okay, that's why we have to continue to keep striving, keep striving, for that victory. Okay, and speaking of striving, let's get this. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, and verse 28, and it says, "Strive for the truth unto death," meaning what? Meaning put your all into it, meaning put your best foot forward. Okay, and guess what? Hey, it's gonna come down to some brothers may be martyrs, of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, but guess what? That's a good thing, because it says, in the eyes of the Lord, precious is the death of his saints. Okay, because they stood for and died for Yahweh Shem Shai, which ultimately them dying for that, they're gonna receive that crown, and ultimately the elect is gonna receive that crown, that victory, that salvation. Okay, so that's why it's our duty, as living sacrifices, to serve the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because why? Because it's our reasonable service. Okay, and it says, "Strive for the truth unto death." Okay, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right. So guess what, man? We have nothing to worry about. The Lord is in our corner. Okay, the angels are around us, to protect us, so we're good. Okay, we don't have to lift a finger. All we gotta do is keep praying and have faith. Okay, the Lord says that I will fight for you. Okay, and also too, when you go to Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter, and I believe the 9th verse, it says, "Wait ye upon me till I rise up against the prey." You see, so the Lord is definitely going to protect his men, the believers and the ones that truly believe in him. Okay, and since I did say Matthew earlier, let me just snag this last precept. Okay, this is Matthew 24 and verse 13, and it says, "But he that shall endure unto the end," right? Meaning what? Meaning, you never stop, preaching. You never stop pushing the word. You continue to remain steadfast in Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, meaning that you don't turn cold. Meaning that you stay true to the brotherhood. Stay true to the Lord. Meaning that you keep your faith. Okay. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, and that's literal. Okay, being saved out of destruction, being saved out of, that nuclear fire. Okay, being saved from that impending doom that awaits Babylon, man. Okay, so that's our our ultimate goal, man, to be saved, and that's what we desire. We desire to be delivered by Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. Because guess what? We are at the home stretch, and Yahweh Shai is on his way. So keep pushing, keep enduring, and keep persevering, keep praying to the Lord, and keep your faith, man. So that being said, I just want to say, call Lam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honor being to the elder apostles, a great millstone that do rule and teach well. And a shalom to Ankim out there that's pushing his truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. And with that being said, Shalom.